This is Stoner Babble.
Hey, what are you going to do with your $600 stimulus check?
Potentially look at raising it to $2,000. That was just happening today.
Do you know why?
Yeah, no. Well, I want to see what your opinion is first before you go fucking...
Because the orange man went on TV and was just like, hey, cut this shit out, get these people $2,000. Look, man, he may not be our president anymore, but he got us some more G's, and I like that.
Sure. I agree. He said that. It doesn't matter where it came from.
So what would you do with your $2,000?
Going into the banking system, possible investments.
So not stimulating the economy.
If I believe anything, I probably don't really need the stimulus.
I know, that's why you should spend it.
No.
If you don't need it, spend it. Help the people.
How are you going to spend it?
I'm going to buy a graphics card.
Helping the people.
I'm buying it from this one.
Yeah.
At Best Buy.
And where's it made?
I don't care where it's made. I'm buying it right here from American Best Buy.
That's not how economics works.
Yeah, well, that's none of your business. I'll buy a graphics card, and then I'm going to get a massage. That's stimulating the economy. That's going right to an American lady.
Yep, that's very stimulating.
Yep. And then probably got to buy a new set of tires. And then with what I got left over, probably buy some like winter clothes. A nice pair of boots and some warm pants. That's what I'm going to do with my stimulus money. And get a car wash. So while you're over there putting yours in the bank, I'll be out keeping people's jobs going while you're over there killing the economy. I'm over here single-handedly saving it with my $2,000.
You're such a hero.
I am. I should win a Pulitzer Prize award.
I'm so glad that you agree that is now a new award that was awarded to myself.
You created an award and then gave it to yourself.
I am the best at winning those awards.
Hey, what color is that light around my AMD fan?
It kind of looks indigo bluish.
The light in there? The light around it.
The neon blue one?
Oh my God, bro.
Why?
Do you see the one that says AMD?
Why?
I don't know. It's driving me nuts. I can't see what color it is. All right, what do you got on your list this week?
I got so fucking much.
Hey, shout out to Sweden.
Shout out to Sweden.
We had a listener in Sweden reach out to us. I have no idea how to pronounce his name, so I'm just going to call this person UG, and said that they had been binge listening and that they were big fans, so we appreciate that. They also asked that we do a story time, which maybe you'll get later in this episode.
Yeah, thank you, UG. That's pretty awesome that we had an international listener reach out to us. So shout out, much love, always.
I have so many questions for this person.
You want to do a Q&A?
Yeah.
That's fine.
Do you,
Let's do a
like,
Q&A.
I wonder, does this person just listen alone? Or does he tell his friends? Did his friends, like, hear him listen to this? I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, I just have so many questions.
UG also said that one of their favorite episodes was the conspiracy theory episode. So I have another one just for you that I want to talk about because we brought this up on episodes past. It was about the Yellowstone caldera, the volcano that was under there. We talked about if it erupted, how it would destroy a lot of the world. I have a conspiracy theory about that, about the government.
Wait a minute.
And I tagged us with 3 different articles that I could relate to this idea.
So you're saying the government is now involved in volcanoes?
To a certain degree.
What
I'm talking about...
Listen, man, I'm pretty far out there with my conspiracy theories, but go ahead.
I'm going to try to keep it civil because I want to keep it real because this one could make sense. Now, I know with you in science, it's very hard to be like, I don't know the science behind how to predict earthquakes or predict how a volcano will erupt in a given certain time frame. What I can say in one certain article was they talked about how testing has given the rise to predicting when a volcano can erupt. And their testing can mean that they will know weeks to months, possibly years in advance.
Okay.
Knowing this information, the government now has an idea when Yellowstone will erupt. And they have been doing tests to show how much of the U.S. would be taking out. And therefore, they are now building large cities to put people into, which we have talked on this show before, about these massive ghost cities that are rising up in
China.
different parts of the world. There's also part of this, one of these articles I saw, that this is happening in Africa too. So that was the conspiracy, that the government knows when Yellowstone will erupt and therefore are making plans for this already. What you think about that?
Yeah, I hope our government's that smart. I'm not that hopeful. They'll find a way to fuck it up.
No, it reminded me of several different things we talked about before. All these ghost cities, like why are they building them, and why are they building them in different parts of the world?
I would probably have to agree that we have some sort of scientific studies that are probably pretty accurate in predicting this shit. I feel like we probably know more about this planet than what we let on, and it's just not sexy. If you had a 2-hour show about volcanoes and a 2-hour show about Jupiter, I'm gonna watch the Jupiter show. I think that knows a lot more about this planet than what we think.
Oh, for sure. Like if we do take on the idea that we know when a volcano will erupt months in advance, how do you ethically tell the public? Because then you create a hysteria. But then you have people secretly holding on to that information, knowing, hey, Yellowstone's going to erupt in 3 months. It's going to take off all these states. Because I think the blast radius they showed on a map would reach all the way to, I think it was Wisconsin.
What would you do if you had that information?
I would for sure I would probably send it out to a bunch of news agencies.
I think I would try to find a way to infiltrate the dark web, leak information to the pedophiles of the world, and I would try to secretly plan a big pedophile meeting at Yellowstone on the day that I knew it was gonna erupt, so it could just blow up all the child molesters. What? That's not good? That's what I would do with that information.
Okay.
That's the thing though, dude. It's we will never know if this is true
unless we live through it.
I'm not saying I think Yellowstone's gonna erupt, but I'm saying we'll never know if they have this technology because it would freak us the fuck out.
Yeah, because they would be like, yeah, we know a meteorite's gonna strike the Earth in 10 years.
Yeah,
they have that already.
People would be in chaos already
for 10 years. It would be a post-apocalyptic city before the meteorite even hits. Mm-hmm. So I understand withholding information, but sometimes you just put the pieces together and it just works.
Maybe the aliens are going to help us.
Maybe
they're going to plug the volcano hole.
It's always something with aliens, man.
Listen, man.
Yes, man.
Listen, man. I'm just saying.
Hey, old man.
Okay, so
what if the aliens plug up the volcanoes?
I mean, it's possible.
Anything is possible. Everything is possible.
So you think that the government knows when the volcano is going to blow up? You think they know that for all volcanoes or just that one?
I think they have a pretty good idea.
Like a system? So, well, I mean, they're all connected.
Yes, we talked before about volcanoes being connected ring of fire. Mm-hmm. I don't need to explain that one again. I mean, if we have good enough tests to what I believe that they could predict eruptions, they could do that for every volcano.
Wow.
Herald's back to that one story we talked about a few episodes ago about the people that were doing the tourist trip to a volcano. Yeah. Now we're ethically talking about you let those people do that tourist show and you knowingly let them die. How about that?
This is hard-hitting journalism here.
We're tying everything together
so
to
deep.
Make it easier for you to digest.
Man, we really go deep. Giggity.
That's what you said.
Wow. Mm-hmm. Man, I didn't know we're starting off with fucking world-ending volcanoes.
And that was thanks to UG. So once again, UG, you the best.
What color is that light around that processor? I need to know. I need to know. Is it changing colors?
Yes, it's constantly changing colors.
The circle.
The big circle. Now it's indigo.
Okay.
And now it's going to go to purple. Fuck.
It's fucking with my brain.
Well, that's fine. Turn it the fuck off.
All right. Were you saying, Simonson?
I want to do JJ's hero of the show.
I got a feeling I ain't going to like this bit.
I want to give a little bit of a story on this one, too.
Oh, you're going to tell a story?
Main character of this story is a Miss Wanda Butts.
Butts. B-U-T-T-S.
Yes, sir.
Is this a real name?
This is a real person.
Wanda Butts.
Real person. This is coming from CNN.
Wow. That doesn't make
Before
it real.
Before you give judgments, you definitely want to wait for this story.
Wanda Butts. Where is she from?
So, Wanda Butts lost her son. a 16-year-old who had gone rafting down the river without a life jacket and didn't know how to swim. And she took all of the blame because she never taught him to swim, because in her past, her father watched a person drowned and therefore didn't want anything to do with the water for the kids. So Miss Wanda then obviously didn't teach her son how to swim and then lost a son to it. Being in that, she decided to create a program to teach inner city kids to how to swim. 70% of African American kids do not know how to swim. So she has this program. It's four Saturdays. It was $10, and she'll teach you how to swim.
I like that. I want to teach kids.
So hero of the show, because she turned that incredibly big tragedy into a new thing and helped many people out now.
Okay.
Boom.
I like that.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Wanda Butts. I would teach kids how to swim.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be a good way to give back.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, that's a real heartfut, warm story.
Warm startup to something that's gonna just turn real violent real quick.
Yeah, so I'm gonna give you at the request of UG, story time. Hold up, let me get this in me. So I was watching a show the other day. There was something that happened in the show that it was this person's defining moment, like to their whole life. And I was thinking to myself, like, wow, do I have any of those? One moment that happened where that was like, yep, that's when I knew this about myself. So I sat there and I thought for a while, and then I just kind of got lost and forgot about it. And then it just came to me. At 10 or 11 years old, I knew that I was an asshole. And here's how. I happened to be out, and I was with my grandma, and we were yard sailing on a Saturday in Tennessee, summertime. It's hot, a lot of people out, right? So we stopped at this yard sale. We're walking back to the car. There was a 4-way stop, and this guy comes cruising up on a moped. I'm guessing he's probably doing 30 miles an hour. Slams into a parked car. And this is like a grown man. He's in his 40s. Hits a stopped car, and I heard the bang of the scooter hitting the car, and the man went straight up in the air. I'd say 10 feet, and then just slammed on the trunk of the car. And I just remember the noise. It was like like if you fell on your back and like it knocked the wind out of you, like I heard that out of this man. There were people like, oh my God, like yelling and running towards him. There was a little kid like screaming. I laughed. And at that moment, dude, that moment defined me. Like I knew I'm an asshole. And there's 40 people, men, women, children, all around me. And they're all concerned and crying. And I laughed. And that moment, dude, I knew.
Man, where do you think that came from? Like what in your past built you to that defining moment?
I had a lot of shithead cousins and uncles, and they were just fucking ruthless. They weren't like physically mean to me, but they were just fucking they were assholes. And I think I just got that at a young age. I remember chuckling at that man flying through the air off a scooter, and just that noise. Like that noise is what got me. Like I didn't laugh until I heard the noise. Like when I saw him fly up, and when I saw him come down, like I was just kind of like, wow, I witnessed this. But when I heard that noise, when I heard that, dude, I couldn't hold it in anymore. I'm like, oh, this is great. What a dummy. You got any moments like that? Maybe not like that, but like where you just knew like, this is it. This is who I am now.
This is more of a religious moment too.
Oh boy.
I was standing outside and I was talking to God. So this was during my religious phase where I think I was a Baptist. And I was talking to God and I was like, I give my...
Wait.
What?
You think you were a Baptist?
When I went to church, I don't feel like I was very religious. I went to several churches with one of my buddies because that's just what I did. I wasn't really religious, so I didn't really care what church I went to. So I think the main church was Baptist.
Yeah, they're normally upbeat too. I like the upbeat church. I don't want to sing sad songs all fucking
No,
day.
I don't. I'm not big into that.
Yeah.
So when I was doing the church thing, and there was one point where all right, I'm into this. I'm ready to connect to whatever God is. I did the whole I'm with you.
Oh yeah.
And
I've been there.
And that motherfucker, I felt it.
I get it, bro.
I felt it. I felt my body go energy like, and I was like, holy fuck, there is something. And as I relate back to it now, where I'm not as religious, I go, I think it's still the same thing I'm thinking about, because it's still energy based. I think I can relate back to that idea and be like, I think that still happened, and I think it's still from something.
You can just mentally put yourself there.
Yeah, you can shock yourself into
it's your happy place.
Into being awake. I mean, even have you ever had to wake up when you wake up and your body is still asleep, but you're awake? Have you ever had to try to wake yourself up? It's the same idea. You're like shocking yourself into existence, man.
I mean, I feel like I do that all the time.
Do you
like all day long?
Of course you do. Of course you do. On top of like...
Yeah, just all day long I'm shocking myself.
Killing tempo as you're shocking yourself every day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just like so fucking shocking. All right, so you're down at the First Baptist Church, right? And you're talking to God.
Yep.
And you caught the ghost.
I caught the ghost, sure.
You caught the ghost.
That's a good way of putting it. That was a defining moment for me because now I think I still believed in whatever that moment was. Because I still hold on to it. Sure. I know it has existed. And it was weird. Like I staggered backwards when whatever it was. And I felt like it was coming from a certain star too, which was weirder. It was at night and I was staring up at the driveway.
You were staring up at the driveway?
Wrong words. Fucking words.
I was staring up.
I was in the driveway staring up.
Okay.
Into the sky.
Yeah. Man, I'm so glad you don't do that anymore. Hey, real quick. I had a stupid thought the other day.
Oh, okay.
One of my guilty pleasures is the Discovery Channel shows. Moonshiners and Gold Rush. Of course. And like those shows. Like, I don't know why. But how fucking funny would it be if for one season the cast of Moonshiners and the cast of Gold Rush had to trade places? So the Gold Rush guys had to go make moonshine, and then the moonshine guys had to go pan for gold.
Oh my God, you're going to give them the idea for this. Because that would be for good TV.
Oh man, it would be one of the best TV shows ever.
Like, I don't know how to use this goddamn thing.
Just a bunch of fucking hillbillies in overalls running around Alaska trying to dig up gold. And then a bunch of smart, dumb motherfucking gold miners trying to make moonshine. Like,
not getting caught by the police.
Oh man, it'd be great.
What would you call it?
Gold Shiners, bro.
Gold Shiners.
Are there any other shows that you could do
all
that
combine two real shows into one, which would be
like make them trade places? What if you took all of the people from MasterChef and all of the people from Gas Monkey Garage and made them trade places? So the chefs had to go fix the car, and the car guys had to go be chefs.
Oh my, that would be a good.
You know what I mean? Like it would like the networks that have shows like this. Like it would just be like if you just did
do a crossover show.
Yeah, one episode a year.
Yeah, that would be fan. Like what the fuck? Now you're writing good TV.
I know. I'm telling you, bro. Stoner Babble Media, SBMG, dude. Stoner Babble Media Group is about to take off.
Which way do I want to go now? Oh, I'm going to go this way.
Ooh, let's follow your clue.
This is JJ's slightly angered by this article.
Okay. JJ's triggered by an article.
Triggered. Yeah, triggered. Triggered is a better way to say it.
Can't even say it.
Can't even say it. Cyberpunk 2077 has been an ongoing...
piece of shit.
I bought it. It's on PC. I love it, but I understand the hate for it. I understand the disappointment across the board. It makes sense. We waited 7 years and it runs like junk. PlayStation pulled it off the store, rightfully so. Well, this article just happened and it's got me triggered just a little bit. I understand you're disappointed. I understand you want a refund. You got the refund. Getting the refund doesn't mean you get to keep the game. The game leaves your system. It works like just anything else. You're returning an item. Well, this player believes because he waited so long and Microsoft let the game launch, he's entitled to keep the game and get the refund. That's not how fucking life works.
Let me explain something to everyone. Every time there's a video game that takes this long to come out, it always sucks. Mm-hmm. Always. So if you don't know that by now, then that's your fault. And yes, I agree with you. If you're going to get your money back, you don't get the product. That's life.
And at the same time, this game is going to be great. It's just going to take more patches, and then you'll be fine with it. So shut your fucking mouth.
But it sucks, because at that point it'll be too late, because people aren't going to go back to it.
Oh, they will. This happened with several games in the past. It's just a little stunted, but they know this. They're working on it.
I told you, game was going to be ass.
You didn't tell me anything. The game is great to me and millions of other PC players. It's just too bad that our master race PC class has to be the one that dominates with the gameplay.
Once there was penis glitches, I'm out.
Oh, fuck right on off.
That's just inappropriate.
Coming from the guy that said, if you just see me jacking it, just put it on the internet. I don't give a fuck. Let me beat my average size dick. The thing is, when I have to edit you, I remember every fucking thing you say.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, in video game lands, like, could you imagine, like, you waited so long for this game, and then there's just penises everywhere? I'd be upset.
There wasn't penis everywhere. It was one screen, and it loaded right out.
I do understand how frustrating I would be, too, if I waited 7 years for a video game that I knew was going to suck and still paid $70 for it. You knew it was bad when Keanu Reeves started making commercials for it, because that's when they knew. That's when they knew, like, this game's going to suck, and we need Keanu Reeves to sell
it. It doesn't suck, though.
Oh, it sucks. I played it. I beat it already. Dude, I beat it. I beat it on PlayStation.
You're the worst liar there is.
All right, you can only have one video game for the rest of your life. What are you going to play?
The one I would pick right now, as it stands, would be Witcher 3. Just because there's so much to do in the game, and there's so many storylines, and you could replay it and change up the story again. All the arching bullshit. Oh, it's great. What would be your game?
Mario 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Throwback.
Yeah.
What is a multiplayer game that you could only play for the rest of the time?
Black Ops 2.
I would do Rocket League.
Yeah, Rockets is a good one. Mm-hmm. Huh. All right.
Hey, you know what I hate, though, too?
Yeah, what you got?
Is saying this. There are no shortcuts.
Yeah, that's not true at all. I won't do anything without shortcuts.
You have shortcuts on your keyboard. I looked up the definition of shortcut, and one of the reasonings is an accelerated way of doing or achieving something.
You think that maybe that's just one of those sayings that didn't age well? Maybe back in 1910 you could say that, but now it's like, no, your whole life is a shortcut. You just think maybe it didn't age well?
It could be. A lot of people say this is coming from Bill Gates, but this is coming from a Frank B. Gilbreth.
Frankenbeans?
Frankenbeans, baby. He basically was quoted for, I will always choose a lazy person to do a difficult job because a lazy person will find an easy way to do it.
I like that.
And this was from a study. He studied bricklayers, and he would study the lazy ones versus the very good ones. And he noticed that the lazy ones were doing more work because they were finding ways to be lazy about it, where the ones that really like to do their job were doing it so quickly, but they were draining so quickly that they could only do a small portion.
I like it.
It's a fascinating view.
Because here's my thing. I'll never call someone lazy that's trying. I'll call someone lazy that's just sitting around doing nothing. If you're a bricklayer and you're trying to find an easier way to do your job, some people might call you lazy, but I would call you smart. To me, someone that's lazy is someone that just sits at home and does nothing. Is it lazy or is it genius?
If you can do the work and find an easy way of doing it, why not? I mean, everybody nowadays, time is our most valuable thing, even though we're still kind of locked up and locked in, even though not really. But time is still very valuable to us. So finding easier ways of doing something, I don't see it as being lazy, unlike you said, unless you're just, sleeping in bed all day. And
I knew a guy when I was a kid. He was like a family friend. And I'll never forget this dude. Didn't have a tooth in his head. Couldn't read, couldn't write. Best mechanic you've ever met. And I remember one time when I got older, like I was in my teens, I asked him, like, how do you know how to do all of this stuff, but you can't read or write? And he says, I memorize it. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, when I take apart an engine, I memorize it piece by piece, so I know where everything goes, and I know what put it back together. Think about that, man. Like,
he's adapting.
Yeah.
It's like losing your sight, and he
can memorize every piece of an engine, but he can't say his ABCs or spell his own name.
Yeah, it's just like creating different. That's just another skill,
right?
It's just an amazing skill, which is just so cool to see that really anybody could do anything.
Yeah,
as long as they're still focused on it. But yeah, just to think about a whole engine by memory, man. That's nuts. And I remember, too, like, he wasn't, like, an athletic person, but he could shoot the basketball. And he was good, like, at shooting the ball. Someone asked, was like, how are you so good at this? The angles. It's just angles. This motherfucker's like a scientist in his head, bro. No one taught him the basic things. It's crazy to me, bro. It's like fucking... He could have been a genius, but the system failed this guy. Where was this at? Tennessee. Do you think he's still down there now? Oh, no, this guy's got to be dead by now.
that guy would have to be into his late 60s, early 70s now. I mean, the lifestyle that he led, I mean, maybe he's
that
still...
lifestyle has proven to keep people alive.
Yeah, he might be out there. Yeah, I mean...
fixing people's cars.
It's not like I can look him up on social media.
What if you could?
Well, how the fuck would he create a profile? He can't read or write.
What if he learned it, though?
He didn't strike me as the kind of guy that would take the initiative to learn it. What's crazy, though, is like he couldn't get a job, right? But he was like the town mechanic. So I have to imagine this dude made a pretty good living, a cash living, not being able to read and write. That's the one thing I might feel bad about that I did as a kid. It's like I always made fun of the kid that couldn't read.
Oh, that's rude. Some rude
you know how
fuck.
you and the teacher would call you to read aloud?
Yes.
Every class had one, right? You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like that kid.
Stutter.
Like I made fun of that kid. And like now I feel bad about it. Probably the one thing that I do feel bad about is making fun of the kid that couldn't read.
Were you a bully?
I wasn't a bully. I would laugh. Like I was just like I laughed at the scooter guy. When I hear someone read out loud that couldn't read good when I was a kid, it was funny to me. So I'd be like,
you're kind of a dick.
I know.
The 5 countries with the most billionaires.
Let me see if I can name the 5.
Yeah, that would work better.
America.
America's number 1, actually.
Russia.
Russia's number 2.
China.
Number 3.
Korea.
You're in the general region, but no.
Japan.
No. Other way. You got India.
Oh, India. Well, I mean, there's a lot of people.
Per capita, yeah.
And then Saudi Arabia.
Germany.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. The 326 billionaires for the U.S. That's roughly 29% of the world's wealth is held by U.S. billionaires. That's a wild idea.
Let's talk about that money. What do you think those billionaires should do with all that money? What should they do with it, JJ? Should they give it to the people?
No, I don't think it should be given to people. I think it should be put back into society to maybe better everyone's attempt at getting started. My idea would be, what's one of the problems that we can solve right now? Homelessness. How do you do that? Build homes. Step 1, done. Then you heat and electrify those homes. Step 2. Next step, socialize them, meaning train them. Cool. More money in that. And then find jobs for them, some work placement. Cool. Now they're providing back to society. That's one of those steps I could see you guys doing with that money, but not directly giving it to people.
Correct.
Now you can go into a neighborhood that's down on their luck, fix the streets, rebuild homes that maybe have been broken down. Mm-hmm. My idea for society is I want them to all kind of be on the same playing field. I know I've had this argument before, like, oh, a doctor should make more money than a person working down here. That's not what I mean. I mean, a person should be entitled to a home, entitled to food, entitled to certain necessities that are required to live. That's my idea of what billionaires could use that money for.
For the homelessness, for sure. Like, I think you could easily solve that problem. Not even all of the billionaires in the country could come together and easily come up with a solution to solve homelessness. And what I mean by homelessness is like, make sure that they have a warm place to stay in your city. I would say I would even take it a step further. Imagine if a billionaire bought 10,000 acres in fucking Idaho and he built a community there that was, like you said, it's green friendly and it has resources. I don't think that you should go into a city and just put that there and implement it and force it on people. You're always going to have people who are just going to reject it. Whereas if you build it somewhere remote, you give people the choice to go there, because then you find out who really wants to change. I don't feel like you should go in and like just do this. Like, you should give people the option to come. And then that way they're not trying to learn this in an environment that's been unhealthy, and it's still going to remain partially unhealthy because there's just people there that won't change. You give them a true 100% distraction-free good environment. I don't know, man. That's just an idea. Yeah, I'm with you. You don't just say you got to give these people money, because that, to me, that doesn't do anything. Like, if you gave me $1 billion, I don't know what the fuck to do with $1 billion. And there's people where if you gave them $10,000, they wouldn't know what the fuck to do with $10,000.
There's always the stories of all those millionaires that lose everything because they didn't know how to spend it, and they just kept giving it away or partying it up. Gosh, just months to years later, they're broke again. That could have been solved with just some financial training as well. Society failed certain people along the way at certain times, and then the choices turned out bad. We could say it was all their fault, but in the end, it was someone failed them at some point.
I'll never knock anyone for getting their money, right? You know that about me.
I know you respect the hustle.
Whether you make $10 or you make $100 billion, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I respect your hustle. And when you look at guys like Bezos, man, the guy started in his fucking garage. How could you not be happy for him that he became a billionaire out of his garage? That's shit that doesn't happen, man. But when you do it that way, I think you stop people from saying, well, I didn't get this. You know what I mean? Like, because if he just started opening his wallet and giving out money, there's always going to be people like, well, he could have gained more. Or there's going to be people that don't know what to do with that money. They blow it in 8 seconds, and then what happens? I need more money. That's what I don't want, man. Like, I hope we never get to a situation where we force billionaires to just give money. I think they should have the option to do it their way. Not like, hey, no, we're going to build a fucking campus over here to teach homeless people how to do X, Y, and Z. But they got to come here. Like, we're not just going to put this in.
And you know what the craziest thing about this whole conversation is unless they're gonna publicly tell us that they're doing something, we're gonna be like, yeah, they're just over there being rich. So they actually have to go around and publicize about their great efforts they're gonna be doing.
Mm-hmm.
Which is a weird idea, isn't it? Like, why aren't we just allowing them to potentially just have billions of dollars and try to figure out how to fix the world without us chiming in? Yet here we are still, Jeff Bezos, this and that. It's just, I guess I'm just thinking about it from a different angle. But I also say, hey, billionaires, if you can help out, do it.
Well, and the thing too is, like, let's say all the billionaires got
everybody
together.
Should be able to help out to a certain degree as well. Like, it shouldn't just be limited to billionaires. It should be, hey, I make X, Y, and Z. I make 40,000. Can I contribute 1,000 or even a couple hundred to this community event or community effort? It shouldn't just be entitled to certain people to be doing it too.
And that's the thing, is like, let's say all the billionaires got together and they were like, hey, America, we're going to wipe out all your debt. Like, all your personal credit card debt, we're going to take care of you, okay? What happens to the next generation? Because they don't get taught the lessons because it was just handed to their generation, you know what I mean? So they don't know. There's never going to be a level of accountability by us because we're too arrogant and prideful to say, hey, we fucked up and these billionaires were kind enough to pay off our debts, and we're not going to let that happen to the next generation. That's not us. We're just like, all right, let's go out and spend more.
I would say the moment you know that someone out there has got their credit card and they're just racking it up before they charge off the whole account. And that's why that wouldn't work.
Right. And then the minute it's paid off, they're right back out, bro. Like, you have to fix people.
And that's where it starts with that whole community, and then create the learning center if they're not trained. It's just retraining people.
I guess this goes back to the phrase that you said earlier. What was the one you had earlier? No shortcuts, right?
There are no shortcuts.
Right. So the one that always gets me is, money don't buy happiness. I disagree. I think for some people, money can buy happiness. It's always the motherfucker that doesn't have any money telling you that money doesn't buy happiness. And he's also always the first one to tell you that rich people need to open up their wallets to help us. I don't understand, Johnny. Like, if money doesn't buy happiness, then why do you need all the rich people to pay for your stuff? I hear a lot of shit like that. I think for some people, money buys happiness.
Let's have a real honest conversation about money and happiness.
Okay.
I am right in the middle on this one because that's where I think it should be. Money doesn't buy happiness, but does buy a roof over your head, and you don't have to worry about the next paycheck. And you can live your life as you like to live your life, but you don't need to live in excess.
Money to me buys peace.
That's kind of where I'm at with it. Yeah, like I'm good. I don't have to worry about tomorrow, which a lot of people are having to worry about.
Right. Money to me buys peace, and peace to me is happiness.
I need it to a certain degree, but I don't need it inherently or all of it.
But if I had enough money right now to buy a 3,000 square foot cabin in the woods that had fast internet, that would make me happier. You know what I mean?
Hey, shout out to the cabin in the woods. If you're listening,
right?
We want one of those.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a strange place to be in where that many people control the money, and they have the power to make change, but they have to want to do it. And I think some of them are. You look at Bill Gates. He's doing good things for disease research, but there's always the but. But couldn't he take a year off from fucking researching diseases and just clean up homelessness? He could very easily do that.
And that's why I think it should be that we all specialize in something, right? Like, we can all get really good at one thing. I've seen it before, and I can say it again, that I think anybody can do anything. And I think that's what it should be with even billionaires and those people. They could focus on one thing. His goals and his desires and what he likes to do is disease research. Let it be that. Let someone else tackle homelessness. Everybody doesn't have to be on one thing. That's why working in a business, there's multiple fucking facets to it. There's sectors, sections, offices, and people above and below, because that's how it works. Let it be that way. Let everybody figure out different things they're good at, and then just tackle those issues.
I can't imagine what it's like to be a billionaire. It's got to be just exhausting, because I'm sure there's lawsuits every other day. I'm sure there's just always someone with their hand out, always someone wanting to talk to you. It's got to be fucking exhausting. Because there's very charitable people that give to different organizations. That's my problem. I don't want the organization. To me, the organization is just an unnecessary layer. You give your fucking money to Habitat for Humanity. Okay, you give them $1 million. Well, now how much of that has to go here? How much of that has to go there? You're a billionaire for a reason, because you're intelligent. Maybe you can come up with a better way that's better than Habitat for Humanity. Just spend a little time on it. Hey, we can use these materials to build X number of houses when they're only building this number of houses. We can double that number. I just feel like there's a more efficient way of giving and doing. There's just not enough people thinking about what do we need right now.
I do think there's a couple out there, like a Kevin Costner is all about the water.
Yeah.
So you see about him doing the whole cleanup thing.
Yeah.
And that's not even being talked about that much. I think we touched on it briefly once. That's going on. Leo's always attacking the environment. Mm-hmm. So I do think people are specializing in it, but they're people that don't have as much pull, big world pull, that someone like a billionaire might have, but their corporate connections might have. You have these actors that are mouthpieces more because they're attached to us, because we watch and listen to them every day.
You have to have a certain level of accountability from your billionaires, but then you also have to have an equal amount of responsibility by corporations. What if fucking Elon Musk comes out tomorrow and is like, hey, we got to fucking clean up the water, and we got to do this, this, and this, that would be great, right? That would be awesome if he did that. But until fucking Exxon and all of these other companies that are fucking polluting the water join him in that fight, he's just throwing away money. I wouldn't spend $1 on trying to clean up the water. I could go out and clean up a river, but if I know that there's a company up the road just dumping fucking poison into the water, what am I even doing? I don't believe we'll ever have that amount of accountability from corporations. It would have to come from a political thing, and that will never happen, because without that corporate money, those politicians wouldn't even be there. We have a broken system.
Oh, it's so broken.
It's so broken.
Oh, God, it's so dirty and broken.
Yeah.
God, it just makes you filthy, man.
Think about that. Let's say you have a billionaire over here who's willing to just give you $5 billion to solve problems A, B, and C. But corporation and politics over here is oof, well, that really makes us look bad, or that hurts us, so we're not going to let you do that. That's the kind of shit that we have to deal with. Could you imagine the president or a politician telling you that you can't spend $5 billion to help the people? Could you imagine that? You can't, we just talked with Exxon, and they're not going to allow you to build that $5 billion green city because it makes them look bad. And you could possibly have a scenario like that in the world right now. It would take one of those billionaires to tell us, like Mark Zuckerberg would have to be like, yeah, I tried to build you guys a green city, but the government wouldn't let me. Like, he's not going to do that because the government will fuck him over so fast, dude.
All his assets would be lost.
Oh, yeah.
Could you imagine just going from like one of the most powerful people just to being exiled because they would pin something on you?
Oh, dude.
Real quick,
they would find child porn on his computer real fast.
Dude, they would. Facebook would be nothing but.
It would be MySpace.
Like everything would be opened up. It would be the death of Facebook. It would be a memorial, and it would be like a documentary too. The death of Facebook, all because Zuckerberg talked. But he knows. He knows.
If this is our last episode, you'll know why.
Exactly. We're gonna get our doors kicked in.
Yeah, you better start doing your research.
Do your research. Solid half-hour research.
What I always say is, if you can dedicate a good 30 minutes to any topic to get to the facts, you do it. But don't spend a minute more than that. If you got to study a topic for more than 30 minutes, then it just ain't for you.
Smoke sesh time. What you got today? What you doing? What's up? What's up? Hey.
What am I smoking?
Yeah, what you smoking?
Grapefruit.
Oh, you used to get the grapefruit from last time.
Well, you get it.
So I decided I trimmed my plant. So GG's to the trimming that happened. I got a couple of ounces out of the orange sherbet. Took that and I mixed it with the grapefruit that you gave me from the last time. So I made a concoction for myself. I think I called it a fruity mess, and it's pretty good. I had 2 J's of this as we've been talking here. And then the other thing I did is some edibles too. I figured why the fuck not. And these are the True North blue raspberry gummies, but they're pretty good. They come in blocks, 50 milligrams, and I popped one of those in before I got here, and I think it just hit about 10 minutes ago. My face is going numb. Oh, you're moving to the cartridge, the sativa-based vaporizer.
Man, it's so foggy in here.
It is. It's fucking hot. You're hotboxing this room to hell. Mm-hmm. Going straight to hell.
It's like that when that used to be the cutscenes on that 70s show when they're in the basement.
Mm-hmm. So the path I'm going to go down this time is going to be more of a serious note. But I sent you this article like a week ago. It was titled, Nigerian Security Forces Rescue More Than 300 Schoolboys Kidnapped by Gunmen. This was just a recent article back in the 17th of this month. If you guys didn't see, basically what happened was fucking guys, just walked into the school. This is a pretty lawless country. And just walk the kids right out into the surrounding jungle. In this situation, they normally keep them in cages or they make them into militant soldiers. Luckily, in this article, they said the security forces found the kids, and they somehow said they did it without shooting a shot, which I find hard to believe with what you're dealing with. And I stumbled upon the terrorism index of every country. This article was Nigeria. Nigeria is ranked 3rd of every country in the world for terrorism.
Of course.
So it's just amazing. I
am the captain of this ship.
I didn't know that they had several groups down there that just have been causing such craziness. And actually, in fact, one of the group I stumbled deeper into the hole started off as a non-violent group, and then as they went along, they turned into a group that caused about 2,000 murders this year and displaced 2.3 million homes in this one region. Awesome that they got the kids back. Crazy that this is happening real time right now.
That just goes to show you, too, how fucking broken our system is, bro. If there was oil in Nigeria and that shit was going on, we'd be over there like that, fucking cleaning that up.
That's very true.
But there's nothing for us in Nigeria. That we just let people get fucking murdered and kidnapped. And that's not just America. The whole world is guilty of that. If there was any money to be gotten out of that country by any other country that had a military presence, they'd be in there and cleaning that shit up.
I'm going to take this a slightly different route.
Take it.
Though I respect that side too, because I respect that side completely. I was thinking about this I got really high and took a shower.
You're always really high. You smoke more than me now.
I probably do. I have to do it in the morning to work out. And then if I have a headache, which I normally get from doing the show with you.
You're a fucking headache.
Oh, I know.
You're going to take this a different route.
Yeah. So I was thinking about it and I was like, I can't do anything from where I'm at in the U.S. Like, I can't go down there. I can't be in that city and try to help find these kids. I would simply get killed.
Sure.
I can't do anything, and that is depressing to me that I can't do anything. And so what could I do instead I think you just work on what is in the community.
You can't do anything.
But the only thing I thought of is like, well, what you really want to do is be down there helping, but there's someone like that already there in this Nigerian security force. I just think that's a cool idea that there's someone down there trying to fix this mess.
But that's the thing, man.
But I know it sucks, but there's like nothing that I can personally do. Like I wouldn't, like what do you do with the situation as yourself?
Here's my thinking. We found Osama bin Laden, and we were able to execute one of the greatest takedowns ever. It was clean. It was, after we figured it out, boom, boom, in and out. You mean to tell me that we can't use a third of that technology? I guarantee you within 24 hours, find out where like all of these militant leaders and hideouts are in Nigeria. And with the flip of a switch, could rectify 70% of that within minutes. We could take a country and actually make it peaceful with the flick of a switch.
Take way more. You're basically saying you're just going to blindly fire missiles at a country?
No, I'm saying like
you're gonna have to go in there. You're gonna have to adapt to the culture, then figure out where everybody is. I don't think it's just gonna take 24 hours, and then you're gonna pull that asset from somewhere else.
No, but like already we know like who are the biggest leaders of these militant groups. Maybe not all of them, but I'm saying within 24 hours we have the technology where I believe we could locate them like that. And then, hey, guess what? We got a drone right there. And the drone's looking right at this guy. And then, boom. We could implement some of that technology to help make this a peaceful place. But we don't. Because there's nothing to gain.
Well, don't you think that also just could be happening now? You're just not told about it. Because you don't really fucking need to know.
No, because... it's America. We're arrogant. We gotta see it. We gotta see the self-gratification on the news. Like, oh, we're helping, and then we're blowing. And then there's gonna be those people like, we're blowing shit up, bro. Like, no, we're too arrogant for that shit, bro. Like, we gotta see that.
No one, like, just lets them work. It's like, hey, what are you doing? You shouldn't be doing that. Have you done it yet? Don't do that. It's just bullshit.
Like, we have a space force. We have a fucking federation of people that are protecting space from what? We don't know.
Dude,
but we don't have a federation of people that can go be like, hey, stop fucking murdering and raping your own people. We're not going to deal with it anymore, and we're going to fucking kill you. We're protecting from something in space that we don't even know what it is, but we have people that are just killing people here, and we don't do anything about it. What are we doing?
There needs to be people that are just the center focus of them is doing this one job. They should just put someone on this case. What do? Do you broadcast what they're doing? Do you broadcast it to the world so the world knows, hey,
yes,
we're trying to do this?
Yeah.
Then do it.
Then the hope is like, I hate to say it, it's kind of like Team America. World police. Like, I don't think it needs to be just America though, bro. I think there needs to be a world police. It may not be everyone. You have like 20 countries. Yeah, maybe the UN needs to fucking do their job. You mean to tell me that everyone in the UN can't look at this situation and be like, this isn't right? Of course, all of them are going to be like, this isn't right. Well, it costs money to go there, and then we don't get anything back. And then they're going to need even more money to help rebuild. All these things are true. It's going to cost money to fix this problem, but we have the ability to do it.
This is what's going to happen. The UN is going to create the world police funded by secret billionaires that we talked about earlier in the show because they couldn't really fix anything. So now a world police will exist through the Illuminati probably because that's all tied together as well. And they're going to go out and start fixing these various problems.
I like it.
I think we just stumbled upon
Listen, man, I'm tired of giving all you motherfuckers all these great ideas and shit. That's what I'm tired of. We need to start getting some fucking payments for these great ideas. Because listen, we just gave you the solution to fix all of the world's problems with your money is create the fucking world police through the UN. There you go, dum-dums. Like, we just fixed it for you. Now, me and JJ are going to get a P.O. box, and we're going to start expecting to see fucking checks in that P.O. box. because I'm tired of solving all the world's problems on this podcast for free. Yeah, this show costs money and time and resources. Like, we spend 30 minutes researching these topics. Like, that...
Solid half hour. As I always say, solid
half hour per topic. So we're going to start needing to see some fucking checks in that P.O. box from the U.S. government, because... sick of giving you ideas and solutions.
Yeah.
And
we know you
listen,
have the money.
Elon and Bill, I know you motherfuckers hear this shit too. Yeah. I'm tired of fixing shit for you guys too. And I want my own Amazon Prime show with this guy right here. This podcast needs to be a fucking sitcom on
syndicated show
on Amazon Prime.
The fuck would you do with it?
What do you mean?
We'll just put cameras around?
No.
What are you going to do in the show?
We're going to create a TV show based on our life, but it's centered around this podcast.
It definitely would be that show. It'd be
it's a show based on our life.
How it started would be like, you called me up and it'd be like, I got a fucking idea. Starter
fucking idiot.
You're a jackass.
You're a fucking jackass.
Wow. Hey, I don't know if we talked about this earlier yet, but there's TC. What's up? TC.
What?
TC.
What's TC?
Tom Cruise.
Listen, man. Fuck Tom Cruise is all I'm saying, bro. I was having a conversation with my wife about how celebrities tend to be smaller than what you think. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. When I thought Tom Cruise at one point was like 6'2", because of the roles he plays, like, you just think like he's a big dude, and then you find out he's 5'6". So I was having conversation with her, and I said I would fuck Tom Cruise up, and she said, no you wouldn't, he does his own stunts. And I said, I don't give a fuck what he does, I'm gonna punch him right in his fucking forehead when he comes towards me, because I'm a foot taller than he is. Like, he ain't gonna get close to me, dude. I don't give a fuck about Tom Cruise, dude. I'm just saying, I will fuck Tom Cruise up, dude. I'll punch him in his forehead, and then I'm gonna kick him right in his throat, bro. He can take that Mission Impossible shit somewhere else. That's what I'm saying. Take that fucking Scientology Mission Impossible shit on somewhere, because I ain't dealing with it. Fuck Tom Cruise.
And that's all I want to hear about that. So that I'm good with. You guys have a good time, and Merry Christmas.
All right, Merry Christmas.